I feel like, straight off the bat, this video might come off as kind of weird. It's not going to be some super serious analytical deep dive, but it's also not just a chaotic, fast-paced entertainment blob. Interesting word choice there. It'll be sort of in between, a more informative video that will be pretty realistic in terms of relaying my experience as a small streamer with a dash of comedic value because, let's be real, we all need that in our lives. Now, if you've been on YouTube for more than 5 minutes, you've probably seen the classic titles. Big Creators' Top Tips to Grow on Twitch, How to Make a Ridiculous Amount of Money Streaming, or X Mistakes Small Streamers Always Make. And listen, while these videos sometimes have decent advice that I'm sure I try to incorporate into my streams, they also tend to conveniently leave out the fact that growing and becoming actually successful on Twitch is painfully difficult unless you have luck, money, previous fame, some desirable trait, or you're just genuinely entertaining enough to pull in more and more viewers over time. Now, I know what you're thinking.
It seems you're making this video because you're salty for being a smaller creator and not bigger like those actual successful people.
That is simply not true. I just kind of want to provide a more realistic view on what one can expect being a small streamer, based on my own experience and what I see from other small streamers that I follow and watch. I'm tired of seeing only this facade of,
you can do so-and-so, and you'll succeed!
When we all know that's not true. As a common saying goes, if it were that easy, everybody would do it. What is a small streamer? Sounds kind of vague, doesn't it? For the purpose of this video, I consider a small streamer to be someone with under 1,000 followers. Not to say that I don't consider those between 1,000 and 5,000 followers to be small, especially compared to those with 10,000 followers and beyond. However, in terms of average viewer amount, money made, and community building, it's undeniable that these slightly bigger streamers are at a different league compared to those with under 1,000 followers. I want to try to give a general idea of what it's like for the smallest of streamers, as I'm part of that category.
What does a successful streamer look like to you?
Another thing I want to make clear, I consider successful streamers those who either make a solid side income that actually impacts their life, or can fully support themselves from streaming alone, or from other social media platforms because of their established fame. What I mean with the first part is that if a streamer would be able to pay some of their bills, like groceries, gas, internet and cell phone, you know, the real life shit, that would likely make a big positive financial impact in their life. I know it would for me. Now, with that all out of the way, I'd like to separate my general points for this video into 4 parts. The first part will focus on what to expect in terms of viewership, and this might surprise some of you actually. The second part will focus on what to expect in terms of finances. I will give you the real tea when it comes to the good old money. The third part will be audience and chat activity, as that can really make or break a stream, oftentimes. The fourth and final part will be discoverability, what the chances are that a small streamer would get random people checking out their stream for the first time, or if they should more expect the same people to come in every stream. Wow.
That whole introduction took forever.
I really just wanted to hammer home on some of my points first to avoid confusion in the rest of the video here. The sad part is, my word count isn't even close to what university classes expect for their essays. Starting with the first point, what to expect in terms of viewership. This might surprise some of you, but the potential for decent viewership is there. And what I mean with decent viewership is basically 8 to 15 viewers at a time. That's a good amount of viewers for me. Leave me be. However, I find this to be the case only if you're a streamer that talks a lot and interacts with their audience. If you're kind of one of those who is just silent the entire time without paying attention to potential chatters, the view amount would most definitely be quite low. Oftentimes, if you're lucky enough to have Twitch recommend your stream randomly to people, you can expect at least 20 unique viewers to arrive to your channel. Exciting, right? Well, I find that most of them leave after a short period of time, so you tell me. In addition, I should mention that unfortunately the game you stream matters if you're looking for more viewers. If you're streaming a very popular game, you'll be buried under a mountain of other streamers. But then on the other hand, if you're streaming a more obscure game that nobody would bother searching up, well, nobody new will be watching you either. It's a bit of a gamble, and this is kind of why trying to build a community is important, because if you would obsess over numbers, you'll end up driving yourself crazy trying to pick the perfect game at the perfect time on the perfect day. Now, onto the second point, what to expect in terms of finances.
Hello, I like money.
Just as a disclaimer, this is all subjective. Some small streamers might make way more than me, and some might make way less. But at least I can share my experience. I do lawn streams, approximately 6 hours per stream, so I actually make quite a bit from ads. And by quite a bit, I mean just a few bucks a month. If you would enable at least 3 minutes of ads per stream and have that 55% revenue share, as well as stream for long periods of time a few times a week, you might be able to end up making a few dollars per month from ads alone too. Now, this is literal poppycock money, but honestly, I'm just surprised that I'm able to make that much from ads specifically, as I'd expect to just make a few cents and that's it.
What about bits, Xyra?
Getting a lot of money from bits will be a rarity too. I mean, Twitch charges more money for bits, so it's not surprising that some people would rather just subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, paid, prime, and gifted subs are basically the lifeline for getting Twitch payouts. In the US, you need to hit a $50 threshold before Twitch even considers paying you. Unless you're very lucky, you might end up getting 1 to 5 subscriptions a month approximately, which wouldn't be enough for a payout. But you know what? When you're a small streamer with less than 1,000 followers, you know that you're not making that much money anyway, so this isn't a big deal at all. In fact, it'd likely make you feel more grateful that you already have early supporters willing to spend their hard-earned money on you. I sure am grateful for every penny I've earned throughout my streaming journey. Third point, audience and chat activity. This is arguably the most important point for a small streamer because like I said earlier, these two can make or break a stream. If you ever want to get anywhere in terms of streaming, you have to try to build a community. Not a cult, a community. And this isn't as difficult as you might think. The first thing you have to do is talk. Can you talk? You likely can. I find that if I or any other small streamer I follow talk to our chatters and try to engage with our general viewers, we have an easier time getting follows and reoccurring viewers. And this is important because these followers and reoccurring viewers can really make the stream hella fun. Over time, this helps create a cozier, familiar environment where some regulars show up and new viewers instantly get a feel for what your streams are like. Hopefully their feeling is that you're an epic streamer. The truth is, people can tell if you're having a boring time, and they themselves don't want to be bored with you. Like, no offense or anything. I've watched some of my more boring streams in the past, and they make me want to watch paint dry instead. If you're having fun, there's a good chance others will want to join in on that fun too. It's that simple. In terms of my streams, I pretty much average 3 to 5 reoccurring viewers, which I find to be absolutely fantastic. Now, they don't all show up at the same time. It's more like one comes in, another leaves, and another pops in later. But that's alright. Life happens, and it's always important to be grateful that they're spending their precious time watching you do the stupidest things. Oh my god, there's so many things I can do now! Oh, that's so cool! Besides that, there will be times when there is no one chatting, so I've mastered the fine art of talking to myself. Shouldn't be too hard if you talk to yourself outside of streaming too. I know I do well in that department if my viewership remains steady. Lastly, there will also be peeps who show up, say one thing, and then they disappear shortly after. It's always good to not take those moments personally and to keep moving forward. After all, anything could have happened, but even if they found your stream not worthy of watching, it's all good. The ones who found your stream worthy will likely stick around. Fourth and final point, discoverability. Twitch does not like recommending small channels. I'll just say that right now. It's very obvious because anytime I search up specific games, I always see the streams with the most views at the top of the list. I find that the only reason I see smaller channels recommended to me is because they're connected to the streamers I already follow. Twitch seems to only suggest small streamers if they're connected to your current watch history, which kind of makes sense, but that doesn't help much in this case. Most newer people who say that they discovered me through Twitch's recommendation list were connected with the people I follow as well. Very rarely did I get randomly recommended to random people. I can confidently say that if you rely solely on Twitch for discoverability, you're basically throwing your channel into the bottomless pit and hoping people find it at the end. I use other platforms to advertise my channel, and I know other small streamers do the same. One other reliable way to grow your channel is networking with other streamers. And by networking, I don't mean this fake, let's forcefully support each other until one of us demands too much attention. Okay? Natural networking, where you actually like the streamer and their streams. It doesn't matter their size, really. Any exposure would be good for potential growth. I find that I enjoy supporting certain streamers, especially if their streams are entertaining to watch, or if the streamer seems like a cool person to hang around, and I find that I get the same treatment back. It's honestly probably the easiest way to get noticed. Plus, you might even make some acquaintances or full-on friends along the way. It's happened to me, and that alone makes streaming way more enjoyable in my opinion. To conclude this whole video, I wanted to give this non-bullshit take on what it's like being a small streamer. I've seen way too many videos saying things that are objectively not true or highly exaggerated, so here I am as a current small streamer, saying it how it is. If you're a small streamer watching this video, I encourage you to drop your channel name in the comment section below. I'd love to check your streams out whenever I have the time. If you're a bigger streamer watching this video, props to you. I'm genuinely happy you made it past this stage and found more success. And if you're just a regular person watching this, I appreciate you getting this far into the video. At least you have more of a perspective on what some small streamers have to go through. My next video will be an episode 5 reaction of the MSA series Consisters, and then after that one, there will be another more original video coming out. Not sure about the topic yet. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you liked what you saw, you can always like this video, subscribe to my channel for similar content, and share the video with others. It makes me really happy to see people enjoying my content. I have a Twitch, it's Xyra Gamer. I stream various games about twice a week, and I always post a new weekly schedule on Sundays. I have an Instagram account where I post artworks from time to time. I have a music channel where I post electronic instrumental songs, though they're made a bit amateurly, so don't mind that. I'm hoping my second album will be released this summer or early autumn. I post a new video every 3 to 5 weeks, so that is the expected consistency for this channel right now. Always keep a lookout for shorts as they come out more frequently. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Bye!